The station called Meridian Drift floated between a violet star and a pale ringed world, and it served as a neutral market for dozens of species that rarely trusted each. Its halls hummed with soft gravity fields and the scent of alien. Air blends while traders and envoys pass beneath glowing signs. Among them walked a single human named Alex who wore a simple jacket and a calm smile while holding a mug of hot coffee. The human was small compared to many of the beings around him, yet he moved with quiet confidence that drew curious glances. Some of the taller species whispered that humans were fragile creatures who needed perfect conditions to survive, while others said they were reckless beasts who could survive almost anything. No one on Meridian Drift truly knew which story was right. Alex had just left a diplomatic meeting where several species discussed trade routes and shared concerns about a new pirate threat. During the meeting, a server had brought a tray of drinks meant to honor the guests. Each cup had been crafted to match the biology of the species present, except for one that was meant for Alex. That cup was supposed to contain a mild stimulant that humans enjoyed. Instead, it held a poison meant for a different species. Alex had taken a long sip without hesitation while the others spoke. A sharp-eyed medic from a nearby species saw the chemical signature in the cup and shouted in alarm. Security drones whirred to life while voices rose in panic. Someone yelled that the human had been poisoned and that his organs would fail in moments. Alex only blinked and set the cup down before anyone could stop him. Two guards lifted Alex and rushed him toward the med bay. They carried him through glowing corridors while an alarm echoed through the station. Medical staff prepared antidotes and scanners with desperate speed. Yet Alex did not scream or clutch his chest. He simply looked confused and mildly annoyed that his coffee had been taken away in the med bay. The lead doctor named Relo ran a scanner over Alex and frowned. The display showed the presence of a toxin that would dissolve the tissues of most species in seconds. It was a powerful chemical meant to paralyze and kill. Alex, however, showed no signs of distress. His heart rate was steady and his breathing was calm. He even asked if someone could bring back his drink because it had been a good roast. Rallo stared in disbelief. The toxin was still inside Alex, but it was being broken down by his body faster than any known antidote could manage. Human enzymes were dismantling the poison, molecule by molecule. Within minutes, the toxin was gone. The medbay fell silent as staff members checked the results again and again. Alex sat up and stretched as if he had only been interrupted during a casual walk. He thanked the doctor and asked if he could go because he had left something important behind. No one had the words to stop him, so he walked out of medbay and headed back toward the meeting hall. By the time Alex returned, the delegates were still in shock. Some thought he should be dead, while others believed the poison must have been weak. Alex simply picked up a fresh cup of coffee from a nearby dispenser and took a careful sip. The room erupted in whispers. One delegate named Laro asked how the human was still alive. Alex explained that humans had evolved on a world filled with natural toxins from plants and animals. Over time, their bodies became skilled at handling harmful chemicals. What was deadly to one species could be nothing more than a bitter taste to a human. This revelation spread through the station like a wildfire. Merchants began to look at Alex with new respect. Security officers reconsidered their ideas about human weakness. Even the medbay staff gathered data in awe. Yet the impact of the event was only beginning. Later that cycle, Meridian Drift came under attack from a group of pirates who used gas-based weapons to disable stations before boarding. They released clouds of toxic vapor into the ventilation system, hoping to knock out everyone inside. Alarms blared as the air grew thick with deadly chemicals. Species across the station collapsed as their lungs filled with poison. Security teams struggled to move through the gas while wearing heavy suits. Alex, however, was walking through the corridors with a calm stride and a mask only to keep the smell away. His body was filtering the toxins just as it had filtered the drink earlier. He reached the control room where the pirate signal was being broadcast and disabled the gas release. Then he guided teams of medics to the fallen using his unaffected vision and steady breathing. By the time the pirates were driven off, hundreds of lives had been saved. From that day on, humans gained a reputation across the galaxy as survivors beyond expectation. They were no longer seen as fragile creatures, but as adaptable beings who could walk through danger with a mug of coffee and a quiet smile. Alex never asked for praise. He simply returned to his daily routine on Meridian Drift, enjoying new blends of coffee and helping where he could. The station would always remember the day a human was rushed to medbay for poison and returned with a drink in hand, proving that humanity was far more resilient than anyone had imagined.